We're healed. That's what I should call it.
Supposedly
Sort
now
of.
broadcasting.
We're... Let's call it...
I may mute every once in a while for use of tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Should I do like fur, like cat fur, or like fur?
If it's too dark down here, I can turn on the lights. Do you want me to turn on the lights?
Seems fairly bright.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because I can make it brighter.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Too bright?
I don't know. I'm in the one menu, but.
Okay.
I think either is fine.
Okay, cool. We'll do dark. I like dark. We haven't done dark in a while.
Ready?
Ready.
Going live on Le Twitch as well. And opening that up. Give me one moment. To our Twitch. Snugs. Snugs.
Are we using the notes for 2-2?
2-9.
2-9.
2-9.
I'm not seeing those.
Well, that's weird. 2925. I'm in them right now.
Hold on, there we go. I had to refresh.
Ah.
I was fresh, but then I needed to refresh.
Also have a few things we need to read.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Let
we
me.
did.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I mean, you can talk, but.
What do we need to do still? We had a 2-2 podcast, right? That happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We did have
Alright.
a 2-2 podcast. Golden Pursuits are over, so we don't need that.
There's a
No, they're not.
They're
not
not.
over
Oh,
till
you're
the
right. They're
19th.
not. Just
But
kidding.
we do
I lied.
we do have a meet the character.
We do. And then there is also the Guild Summit thing that needs to be added. Lep Seclusa and Whitestrakes Mayhem. Okay, I got the news articles. I'm dropping them in.
Awesome. I'm just popping them up into my bar.
Guild Summit.
Let's see. What was I doing? I was going to check to make sure we're live.
Lep Seclusa. We'll find out about the actual Elder Scroll.
Well, as long as I don't have to read it myself. Papa?
Hopefully not. They've got their own moth priest for that. Too bad she's already blind.
And absolutely psychotic.
Apparently.
I already read through it. I think it's hilarious.
I did it as a reading for the other show, but I haven't gotten to release it yet because time. Whitestrakes Mayhem.
You know, an Elder Scroll can make a really fun backpack.
Dude, they should make that as merch. It would be the most impractical backpack ever, but I would absolutely purchase an Elder Scroll cylinder backpack to wear for my life because it would make me feel like I was running a scroll across Cyrodiil. Can you imagine if they had a big, giant, oversized one, like when you're running, your character's like running between keeps with the scroll on its back? That'd be so amazing.
They are actually huge. They're not oversized. They're just huge.
Yeah. Wow, I can't freaking spell castle. Castle. At Castle, wow, I also love that I put my work ID because it's the same as the name. Hi, Eternal. We're just in pre-show right now. Okay. Got that. Okay, one.
Oh boy.
That's good, that's good. Ooh boy. What's ooh boy?
What's ooh boy?
Just got a whole bunch of stuff back in the mail.
Oh no.
Expired.
Oh no.
A bunch.
Wee. Good luck.
Wish I had the option to try to relist things in the trader from my
I
mail.
know. I wish you could relist. That would be great.
Because
Okay.
my inventory is too full to actually go in and, you know, pick them all up.
Everything's fine. Okay. Running pre-show. A tree show.
Never's inventory's on fire.
Always.
His inventory's on fire. Oh, I want to put the thing about the update on Wes Johnson too. Or we can do that real quick. That'll be a quickie. What do the Bosmer call a bandit camp? I don't know, Eternal. What do the Bosmer call a bandit camp?
Dinner.
Lunch.
Oh, yep, there it is.
I was kind of right. But you were more.
The insert choice cannibal joke here.
Why are dragons awful workers?
Because they're always.
Because they need a lot of breaks.
They take too many breaks.
Dragon break joke. Yep.
Yarr.
The best ones are
awesome.
predictable.
That's awesome. Gwen knows them all. Not me getting distracted with what I was actually doing. Photos. Gallery.
Why do Khajiit never ask for directions?
Because they're always wanting to go elsewhere.
Dang.
That's not
on
terrible. But I was actually thinking, because they already know the wares.
it. Wow, that's also horrendously bad.
Mine was better.
That's awesome.
What do Falmer and someone with a Dark Brotherhood contract on them have in common?
Oh no.
They both dead?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Oh.
They
Indeed.
both never. Oh my gosh.
What was the answer?
They both never see it coming. Because Falmer are blind.
Yep.
Are they though?
They have heightened senses, just not eyesight.
Did anybody ever stop and ask of them if they can see?
I tried.
Are you really blind? Stop trying to stick that arrow in me.
Right.
Like one of those drunken ninja movies. They have really good senses.
Drunken ninja movies. Jackie Chan's Drunken Master.
No, that was Jet Li.
Drunken Master, I'm pretty sure was Jackie
Oh my
Chan.
god, that was Jackie Chan. Good
Yeah.
god, I forget how old Jackie Chan is, because that was like an 80s movie.
Yeah. He's got some real cheese from back in the day.
God, yeah, I forget how old Jackie Chan is.
I watched one of his movies. I don't remember what it was.
Right.
And then I watched like the sequel to it. and I'm not really sure there's a sequel, but it was just the second one. But I'm pretty sure it was the same movie. In fact, I think the final fight scene was the same scene against the same guy. It felt very copy-pasted.
They all kind of are after a while, honestly.
All those they're always like, somebody killed the master, and now the student's gonna take revenge.
Okay, I did not mean to start this, like, tangent, but you do really only have me for, like, 40 more minutes.
Okay. I'm ready. Tweet is sent. Everything's good. Red to go.
So, we TikToking?
TikTok on the clock.
Alright. Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to A Snug Tower, as we are in the Snugpod, but you couldn't tell it by looking at it. Gwen has redecorated, and it looks flippin' awesome. And speaking of Gwen, how are you, Gwen?
Alive.
Alive.
Last week I was soup and bowl, so now I'm mostly better. I'm not dead anymore. There will be some random pausing for tissue usage, so I might go silent at random times.
That's okay.
But that's preferable to the other option. How is our other Bosmer?
I'm not dead yet, as they say in Monty Python. No, I am much better, immensely better. Just mostly fighting allergies now because apparently Bosmer don't like certain types of pollen and grasses. I'm not really sure how that works, considering we're, friends of the green, but apparently I'm still not a friend of the green at this point. Other than that, I'm great.
You're being punished for chopping wood.
I suppose so.
Well, I'm just a little disappointed that you choose to go silent when you need to use a tissue instead of blessing everybody with a little A Sneeze MR.
Wow, A Sneeze MR. That's horrendous. Oh boy, the groaning. We haven't been together for a few weeks, you can tell.
Yeah. Making up for lost time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, that was Gone Crazy back soon. I don't remember if you said who you were or not, but
oh yeah, I didn't.
And I am never separate. And yep, this is the Snugpod, A Snugpod Cast. We're gonna talk some ESO stuff. Probably. We might talk some other ESO adjacent things. And just catch up a little bit. So let's jump in. What have you two been up to?
Well, we're in a tower. We're in a tower. So one of our friends and lore seekers had asked in our general chat, what house is the best mage's tower? And everyone's answering all these crown store things and stuff. And I remembered back in the day when what was it? Hunter's Glade came out, and I really wanted Hunter's Glade. Not because of the glade, but because of the tower. Because I'm like, oh, this is the ideal mage's tower. Too bad you have to walk through a partial ruin to get to it. This is gorgeous. This is wonderful. This is amazing. I just want the tower. I don't want it. And then we got Shalador's Realm. And once again, you have to walk through stuff to get to it. And I'm just like, these are all disappointments. So I got sick of waiting. And this question prompted an entire Snugpod revamp. Because it's been a few years since Hunter's Glade came out, and we've gotten quite a few furnishing packs that actually help us build towers. So my thought was, you know what? With the furnishings we have nowadays, any house can be a tower. So now we have Snugpod Tower, and it is a proper, cozy mage's tower. It's a tower, it's a column, it's a tower. And you have all of your proper, wonderful mage commodities. You got a garden, you got a scribing station, you got some books, you got the transmute, you got all of your regular amenities. The ethereal well, it's all here. Everything that you would see in a normal Snugpod, it's here. It's just in cluttered mage's tower form now, featuring low lighting. I know I normally don't do low lighting or a lot of the blue or purple effects, but this one I decided to play up the lighting and mess around with the contrasting colors. And you know what? I think I achieved my goal of proving any house can be a mage's tower. But that's all I've done, because I've been sick and it hurts to stare at screens. So literally the day after I got this done, that was it. I have not logged in since, because it just, staring at a screen for so long just hurt my eyes for a while. For a while I couldn't even wear my glasses. So what has everyone else been up to?
Well, I'll go ahead and throw out, I have not even played. I've just had too much other things in real life going on. So, moving on. How about you, Crazy?
Well, I started the pursuits that have been out for a while now. I was still attempting to be well as of last week. I was sick for a very long time, like almost a month consistently, which was pretty gross. So I missed a lot of game time, unfortunately. Most of my evenings I intend to log in currently, and because of all the meds that I've been on, even allergy meds, I usually end up being like, I'm gonna log on, and then I pass out, and that sucks, because I've missed a lot of login rewards and stuff. So I've just kind of been trying to keep up with whatever I can on both platforms, and have been only half succeeding, but it is what it is. The other thing, too, is I picked up one of our guildies today from the airport. He's down here visiting. I picked up Minwi Pro, so we're having a real-life guildie hangout this week. He's down here visiting near where I live, so he's going to hang out with me and the fam for the rest of the week. And yeah, other than that, that is pretty much it for me. Been doing some stuff on the side in the background for the other show and for the guild, and that's about it. So there you go.
Very cool. Very cool. My wife is also down there in your neck of the woods, but she will be leaving crazy early in the morning. So
I know. I'm sad I didn't get to catch her when she was here, but it's just been wildly busy between my kiddos' schedule and everybody trying to stay well, and yeah, just lots of things going on. So it's been a crazy week.
Excuse me. A little yawning bar there. Yeah. Yeah, her and one of the kids are down there. They've been busy enough that I've really barely talked to them either, other than just through text messages here and there. So, but yeah, that's cool. You should give Midweek Pro a good high five on our behalf.
Sure
like
will. All right, I'll pass it on tomorrow when I pick him up.
High five MR.
High five.
Don't ask.
Wow.
I get on these weird kicks sometimes where I just, turn everything into the same stupid joke. I know you know already, but let's carry on.
I was gonna say, you know who else likes silly jokes? It's Shea Gorath, and I'm proud to say that our wonderful Wes Johnson, who is the voice of Shea Gorath, is doing much better than the last time we had a show. So, I think when we were talking on a show last, he was in the hospital at one point, but he has returned home. He's had some surgery done and is doing well. He posted on X the other day, kind of about everything that's going on. It's pretty long, so I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but basically, long story short, he is doing much better, has had some surgery to correct some stuff, and is on the mend. So we send him lots of well wishes, and hope that he has lots of cheese in his future.
Some get well cheese.
Or some additional knowledge, because also Hermaeus Mora. So
seriously, he's probably still working through that stash he got in Amsterdam. Like, that was a lot of cheese.
Amazing. Yeah, I heard the whole place smelled like cheese, and not always in a good way.
Huh.
Oh boy.
So,
all right.
I guess talk about some golden things.
The pursuit of golden things, you mean?
The pursuit of golden things.
In pursuit of golden pursuits?
There we
Yes.
Sure. Oh, sorry, I'm moving our Twitch thing over.
Twitchy.
Okay. So we want to do golden pursuits first, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be second?
Well, technically, yeah. I mean, I was just kind of doing the other thing as a segue, but sure. So, for a few more days, up until the 19th, you can share the love and grab a stunning outfit blessed by Dibella herself during the Love Calls from Tamriel Golden Pursuits campaign. The Love Calls from Tamriel Golden Pursuits is live and will continue to run until the 19th at 10 a.m. Through this campaign period, complete labors of love to earn pages for the stunning Dibella's Exaltation outfit style. So, complete 1 activity for the boots, 2 activities for the belt, 4 activities for the bracers, 6 activities for the guards, 8 activities for the arm cops, 10 activities for the helmet, and 12 activities for the jack. It says there are 15 different activities available to tackle and no restrictions on which ones you can take on to meet each milestone. The greater the passion, the greater the reward. Flaunt a gorgeous outfit touched by a divine during the Love Calls from Tamriel Golden Pursuits campaign. If you'd like to learn more, head over to your group and activity finder where you can track progress, claim rewards, and view all currently available campaign activities. There's also a Golden Pursuits guide that you could check out if you so desired. So yes. Have either of you unlocked this style?
Oh, not all of them, no.
Me either, and I don't think I'm going to get all of them, to be honest, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
Isn't it interesting how this reflects like real world pricing for like fashion now? The most expensive thing is that shirt in terms of, you know, activities you have to complete. And clothes nowadays, it's actually you pay more for the least amount of cloth. You want to pay a lot for pants? Find some with holes in them, you know. So.
Wow.
It's accurate, you know.
Sure.
Anyway, no, I haven't had a chance to even. I thought that I had already done a little bit more just by playing, but I guess that was the previous one that.
Yes, they were back to back. So as soon as the other one ended, this one started immediately.
Yeah.
And I think we're technically about to get another one as well because
We are.
We'll
This
talk
one only
about
goes
Whitestrakes.
until,
Yeah.
The 18th, I believe, right? Yeah.
19th.
19th.
Yep.
So-
19th at 10 a.m.
So 2 more days.
Yep.
All right.
So I will definitely not finish it, but that's okay.
Hey, did you guys spot anything in the community?
I did. It's Ryan is iffy.
Ryan.
Did you know that?
Is iffy.
Ryan is
Is
iffy.
iffy. What's he iffy about?
I don't know, but he's a nice person.
Have you met Ryan?
I bet you could totally go ahead and read the article.
Okay. He's iffy about community trials with the devs. So, longtime ESO creator, stream team member Ryan is iffy has been active in lots of things and very no stranger to the challenging 12-player trials. So, there is a special live stream series where he'll be joined by a collection of regulars and some special guests for trial runs that include a healthy mix of creators, ESO developers, and members of the community. It says they love this idea of open, low-pressure PvE series, so they reached out to Ryan to get the inside scoop. Hey, Ryan is iffy. What is the overall goal of the Community Trials series? Ryan says, there are 2 overall goals to the Community Trials series. More than anything else, it's about 12 people hanging out and having a good time. It's not about trying to get a high score or even a clear. It's just about spending time with others in game. Another goal is to gently teach and encourage strategies to the broader community that make the strategy fit the group, not the group fit a strategy. This allows players to bring what they want, play how they want, and maybe try new things like skills, weapons, or roles in a zero-pressure environment. It doesn't matter if someone's learning to do something and we wipe over and over because, as I said, the whole purpose is just to hang out with each other. The next question is, how did you come to host and run the series? Ryan, as if he says, originally, Madigon and Ninja614 used to run streamer trials, and they went above and beyond for it. This was a group where every Thursday, streamers and developers would get together, have drinks, and hang out while raiding. Madigon knew my experience as a raider and raid lead, and about this idea that I'd had for years, so he asked if I'd like to take over when he needed a break. I said only if I can do it my way, which was to open it to the community and add a gentle teaching element to it. He, of course, agreed, and now here we are. Community Trials has a rotating guests that include regular members of the community. Why was it important to give everybody a chance to participate in your runs? It was always supposed to be about getting as many people as possible in to share in the experience. Maddie had done that for years with streamer trials. Once I got a hold of the reins, I wanted to open that experience up to all, to get viewers and new people in to hang out with the creators and developers, to show that they're people that love this game and want to enjoy it with others. What is it about ESO's trials that make them such daunting PvE activities? I think the daunting part comes from the 11 other people relying on you. Everyone wants to do their part in a group, right? So when you join a trial, some people are afraid that they might let the other 11 people down. It's a pretty big weight to carry. That's what I wanted to get rid of in this group. I've done this by intentionally killing my group with a dragon's breath while laughing maniacally over and over for 20 minutes. The goal isn't to clear a trial, it's to have fun, and everybody had a good time laughing at it. If somebody's new to ESO's trial scene, what's the best way for them to get started, beyond watching your live streams? If you're new, beyond seeking out ESO creators and guides, then joining in-game guilds will be your best option to find training groups. Secondly, you can use the group finder in-game. It's incredible for just being able to jump into a group and go. Be open and honest with yourself and your group. If you have a question, just ask. I know it can be scary at first, but once you get over that hump, the sky is the limit. Or finally join us. There's no pressure in our group, and if I know you don't know, I'll show you. Many thanks to Ryan Azivi for sharing the origins and goals behind the Community Trials livestream series. You can find out more about him and his good works via his Twitch channel, his official website, his YouTube, and Community Trials Discord. Check it out. So there's links to all of those there, so you can join any of those through that article.
That sounds pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It is pretty cool.
It's always cool when people, make a point to help other people that would normally not be able to experience a segment of the game because it tends to be sort of challenging. Without them feeling like they're going to be yelled at. Because, I don't know about y'all, but I've been in those groups where people got mad and yelled at people. That's just not. What's the point,
Yeah, exactly.
Let's make it fun. Let's teach people, because the more people that know how to do a thing, and I'm not saying this as someone who raids and does trials, but the more people that know how to do, whatever, particular activity, the easier it is to get a full group. So definitely a cool thing to see being done.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Anybody want to take the next one?
Oh, just more people should totally do trials, and I will happily read the Meet the Character.
Oh.
Wait, is that not what's next? What's next?
Nope.
Oops.
It was the Guild Summit.
Yeah, I can read that.
Okay.
So, you can sign up now to participate in the ESO 2025 Guild Summit. Developers, community leaders, and players get together to share and exchange ideas during the ESO 2025 Guild Summit. There are few stronger bonds than among those who make up a Tamriel guild in the Elder Scrolls Online. To celebrate these ties, we're thrilled to announce a special 10-year anniversary guild celebration this March that puts the spotlight on ESO's guild system and the amazing community that drives it. As a major part of the guild celebration, the ESO 2025 Guild Summit will go live on March 13th, 2025. Hosted on Discord, the Guild Summit will recap the recent guild survey and its findings, provide a brief overview of what future guild functionality the ESO development team is considering, host a Q&A between the guilds and development team, and feature a series of breakout sessions discussing a variety of topics. If you're a current or aspiring guild leader and want to be an active participant in the future of guilds in the Elder Scrolls Online, you can sign up to watch and take part by filling out the form below. There's a link to do that. The sign-up form is live from now until February 17th only, and spots are limited. Official Guild Summit invites will then be sent via email during the week of February 24th with confirmation and Discord channel information, so keep an eye out. The summit is just part of the guild celebration we have planned in March, so look for more related to guilds next month on the official website and social channels. So that ends tomorrow. If you're listening to this live, but by the time you hear it, it may already be too late to sign up for that. But if you have already signed up for it, then you could be looking for those emails soon to see if you got or are going to be able to be part of that.
I signed up.
I
did it.
You did it.
I did it. I signed up. One other thing to note that's not in here, but I think it is mentioned somewhere else, be it the forums or maybe it was mentioned on X. If you have, what am I trying to say? It doesn't have to be the guild leader that represents your guild either. So if you want to have a representative, that's totally fine too, to bring the information. So say that you're a guild leader, but you can't make that time, you could absolutely have a representative, go for you as well. So
it also said aspiring guild leaders. So if you aren't running a guild or would like to run a guild in your, then you could sign up as well.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll see how that goes. I thought it was interesting. One of the questions that they also asked was like, are you interested in talking to people about what it means to run a guild? Like there were multiple questions. So one was like, are you interested in attending this call? And then it's like, are you interested in attending any breakout session, and would you be willing to talk in a breakout session or whatever, which I think is pretty neat. So we shall see how it all goes, I guess, eh?
Indeed.
Be cool to see what comes out of this one, especially because it's a lot of community feedback, and it'll be fun whenever they release it. So even if we don't get to participate, it'll be fun to see kind of what they release or what they're looking at for the future of guilds. So that'd be cool.
A search functionality for by name would be great.
Oh my gosh,
thank
that's like
you.
one of the biggest asks. The other thing too is I would love to see how long ago I invited someone, because like at the bottom of PC Lore Seekers, there's just a list of people that were invited, and it's like, in order for me to figure out when they were invited, I have to go back into the Discord and type it in, and if they were invited like 5 years ago, then I can remove them. It's just woof. Same thing with, yeah, it's just that, and there's a lot of things that I would love. I would love to be able to reorder my guilds too, like in my menu as a player, not even as a guild leader, like, because they go in the order you join them. I'd love to be able to adjust which ones were in spots 1 through 5.
Oh my gosh, alphabetical.
Yes, or like just anything. I don't know. I would just love to be able to like put my guild that I use the most in the one spot,
Color order. Oh my god, color coordinated.
Ugh, it doesn't even matter. I don't care. Just any way to reorder them.
Whatever. I'm just like picturing how I would reorder it.
We need to get together and make a list of things too, because we can still always submit stuff. So we'll get our officer and guild leader wants and wishes organized.
I just
into
want
a document.
searchability by name. That's it. That's all I want. Searchability by name.
So we shall see. Okay, how do we want to do this? Do we want to do the Lep Seclusa preview and then your meet the character? Do we want to do Whitestrakes first and the Q&A? How do you want to hit this?
Well, you have me for like 15 more minutes. So
okay,
maybe
so
I just read the meet the character and then we'll see what happens from there.
Let's do that.
I like the plan. Alright, here we go. Meet the character, Sister Chana. Learn about the Order of Ancestor Month and a recent initiate to their ranks in our latest Meet the Character. To Brother Lino Vividas. You asked about the latest priest I sent you to join you in Hugh's Bane, and, remembering my first impressions of her, I understand why you asked for clarification. Let me be clear. Sister Chana Nireen is perfectly suited to the needs of the assignment. Sister Chana is more outspoken than the others on your island. She favors actions over words and words over silence, but don't mistake her nature for ignorance. Sister Chana came to our order from the great chapel of Stendar in Korra. Don't I don't need to remind you what occurred there during the revolt. She understands the cost of conflict more than most. Sister Chana doesn't talk about it often, but the destruction near the chapel drove her from Stendar. Who can blame her? Keeping faith in mercy and justice is almost impossible during the times of war. When she decided to join our cult, she threw herself into caring for the ancestor moths. It could be that she found comfort in the knowledge that the great Bjorns, the souls of friends and family, were around her. It could also be that she didn't want to be surprised by the future again. I never asked. Whatever the cause, Chana quickly mastered all our duties. Her knowledge makes her a perfect priest to send to such a remote location. So she'll serve your scroll perfectly and protect it with her life. I also wouldn't underestimate the power of her personality. Sister Chana is exactly who you need around such a delicate scroll. Trust me, I've seen the ripples of her in the future and witnessed the impact of her actions firsthand. Her obstinance and sharp wit turned away mercenaries from our halls more than once. One such incident is clear in my mind. A band of ruffians with no clear allegiance tried to break our doors down. Chana, who at this time only recently lost her sight and was still memorizing the walls of our home, leapt through an open window to confront them. Even though she forgot to take her staff with her, the bandits turned and ran screaming. Something in her clouded eyes convinced them that she was possessed. Afterward, I asked her why in the name of the divines, why she jumped through a window. Chana only laughed and said, "I thought it was a door." She may be impulsive, stubborn, and outspoken, but Sister Chana's methods are unusually effective. We both know how trying the conditions of the scroll you guard are, and the reasons for all the secrecy. I hope we see an age when we can shed our caution like a moss cocoon chrysalis. But until that time, please enjoy the gift that is Sister Chana Nearing. I guarantee that she will fill your halls with laughter. She will see to it that your order runs more smoothly, and she will keep your scroll safer than anyone else. Sister Taryn Aramis. It sounds like being a moth priest doesn't just involve contemplation of the Elder Scrolls. If Sister Chana's reactions are any indicator, lacking her order's foresight, you'll have to wait until update 45 to meet Sister Chana. I'm looking forward to it. She sounds great.
Right? I like it.
Now, is she still jumping out windows thinking that they're doors?
If she's just relocating, probably.
This is true. Goodness. Well, shall we read about Lep Seclusa then?
Yes, what is a Lep Seclusa?
It is
Is that
a
a new
dungeon.
spider? Oh.
It is. No, I'm just kidding. It's part of the Fallen Banners dungeon pack that's coming with update 45. So it says, defend an Elder Scroll from an army of deserters and mercenaries in Lep Seclusa. Coming soon. The Fallen Banners dungeon pack. 2 new dungeons are coming to the game alongside Update 45 as part of Fallen Banners. A sinister conspiracy unfolds in Exiled Redoubt. You'll hear more about it soon. Meanwhile, a humble monastery of Lep Seclusa is under siege. Check out exactly what's going on, which foes stand in your way, and the rewards available to claim below. Lep Seclusa is the home of the Helnitu, a group of highly secretive Red Guard monks. They've done their best to erase all knowledge of their order from the rest of Tamriel, which made Lep Seclusa the perfect island for some moth priests to hide an Elder Scroll, explains writer-designer Helena Wachchaus. It worked too, until now. Tamriel had all but forgotten about Lep Seclusa, the Helnitu, and this mysterious scroll. Unfortunately, nothing stays secret forever, and the Helnitu's isolation has come to a violent end. A disgraced battlefield emperor known as Orpheon the Tactician and his army of deserters caught wind of the Elder Scroll on Lep Seclusa, says Wachchaus. They think the scroll's prophecy is the key to the Ruby Throne and the control of the Empire. Orpheon doesn't care how many of his army slaughters to get the scroll. Now it's up to you and your party to stop Orpheon before he destroys Lep Seclusa and bends the prophecy to his will. To confront Orpheon's plans, you'll need to battle through a variety of challenging foes. Orpheon's army of deserters is made up of all kinds, explains Dungeon Team product owner and senior content designer Shane Slama. This includes soldiers from each of the 3 alliances, and there are various monsters from each region along for the ride too, including Dune Rippers, Hashmoda, Argonian Behemoths, and Centrats. Despite these teaming ranks, Orpheon's officer corps is the greatest threat, such as the Griffin handler Norwien, Siege Master Malthorus, and one of Orpheon's favored agents, Garvin. The reason Orpheon was successful at locating the Helm-2 and the Elder Scroll was because he unleashed his most lethal tracker, Garvin, to sniff them out, says Slama. Garvin is capable of giving his adversaries the slip at a moment's notice and likes to use poison as his primary source of damage. One of his favorite delivery methods is to conjure up a large boulder filled with toxins and roll it directly at his target. Avoiding the boulder and being mindful of where it's heading is a critical skill to work into your group's coordination. Defending the Elder Scroll at Lep Seclusa is a daunting task for many adventuring parties, but for those who step up to the challenge, there are rewards to match, including new item sets, collectibles, achievements, and more. One of several gorgeous cosmetic rewards is the Tactician's Gold Lattice skin, obtained through the Fallen Banners Delver achievement for completing both Fallen Banners dungeons on at least Veteran difficulty. If you, like Orpheon, have ruled the battlefields of Cyrodiil as Emperor for a time, you may find it matches your Emperor's regalia costume particularly well. The reward also include a new monster mask and 3 unique item sets, one light, medium, and heavy, that offer powerful new effects. For example, Heroic Unity Heavy Set offers a way to get high uptime on the potent Major Heroism buff, generating ultimate for you and your group at a greater rate. 3 Banners War makes its way to Lep Seclusa when Update 45 releases. In the meantime, let us know your thoughts via social media. The Fallen Banners Dungeon Pack arrives for ESO Plus members along the Update 45 base game patch on March 10th on PC and March 26th for Xbox and PlayStation. The dungeons will be available for purchase from the Crown Store shortly after console launch. So there you have it. There's some names in there. Some difficult to pronounce names. Wow. Whew. Lep Seclusa is definitely Redguard vibes.
Well, that would make sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we
Because
just
of where
learned
it's
about
located.
how the Moth Priest is coming from,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, pretty cool. On the page, there's like a little thing you can scroll and look around at, like a 360, and you can see all these griffins and people fighting and flying, and it's neat.
Wait, how did they get battle griffins? I'm jealous.
Right? Maybe we can get battle griffins too.
You can get the there's the Quasi-Griff. You can have those.
I have a Quasi-Griff.
Yeah, but they don't fly.
I call it the squirrel, but it's a Quasi-Griff. It's
no, but you can get
Quasi-Griffin like.
But you can get a battle Quasi-Griff by using that skill from the scribing. You can send it in.
It's not the same.
It's the closest we've got, though. You know, if they ever bring flying pets.
Mogi says, it's not the same.
Thank you, Moki. Thank you. It is not the same.
Doing my best here. Just offer what I got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm just staring at this image. This is so cool.
Right? I know. It's pretty cool.
The next update to ESO is going to be VR.
Oh my gosh.
I would not be okay with that.
It would be very tricky to try to play
If
this
it's
game.
anything like VR Skyrim, I would be so upset. Anyway, moving on.
Well, we've got a Whitestrakes event coming up.
We sure do.
Previously known as Mid-Year Mayhem, but because they started doing it twice a year, it can no longer be called Mid-Year Mayhem because that wouldn't make much sense.
Well, I mean, this one is technically... Well, no, it's not. It's not mid-year.
What do you mean it's mid-year? Really? Since when? How is this?
Mid-year? I don't know who I am.
Did your head cold hit you that hard?
You start
Yes.
your year in July.
I lost a full month, so I just assumed we were already at mid-year.
Oh, I totally lost a full month too. Yeah, no, it's fine. Tomorrow morning I get my sweet rolls from the daily login rewards. It's great.
Oh my gosh. I'm not even sure that I'm up to those yet on here. Wild.
I don't even know.
Seize victory in battle and recap the rewards during Whitestrakes Mayhem. Mayhem spreads across Tamriel. The Whitestrakes Mayhem in-game event makes its grand return Thursday, February 20th at 10 a.m. EST and will run until March 4th during 10 a.m. EST. During this period, all players will enjoy a 100% boost to Alliance points, XP in PvP zone, and Telvar Stone gains, as well as unique in-game rewards by competing in ESO's various PvP modes. Eager to clash with your fellow players as they fight for riches and glory? Simply follow these steps below. 1. Head over to the in-game crown store to receive the details on the Whitestrakes Mayhem quest. 2. Visit your Alliance War faction's main gate in Cyrodiil using the Alliance War menu or a Battlegrounds camp outside major cities. Please note that you are not required to travel to Cyrodiil to kick off this event. 3. Locate the NPC Precedent Myra to continue the quest. If you already completed this quest during a previous event, you won't need to again. 4. Lastly, complete the quest to receive a complimentary Perennials Boon Box. Don't forget, the Scroll of Perennials Ferocity is no longer necessary to benefit from the buff to Alliance Point XP and Telvar Stone gains. These useful bonuses are now passively shared to all those competing during Whitestrakes Mayhem. Unlock unique rewards. A variety of exciting in-game rewards await those participating in this year's first Whitestrakes Mayhem in-game event. Let's see what goodies await. New! Archaeon Ending Cycle Outfit Style. Terrify your opponents with the macabre visage of Archaeon Ending Cycle Outfit Style dropped in the Perennial Boombox. Perennial Boomboxes contain. Perennial Boomboxes can be collected by completing the following activities throughout this in-game event. Battleground quests from Battlemaster Rivian. Scouting, Battle, Warfront, and Conquest missions. Elder Scroll Capture and Recapture quests. Town quests in Velastris, Bruma, Cropsford, Shadenhall, and Coral. And Imperial Sealy daily quests. Each time you receive and open a Perennials Boombox, you have the chance to receive the following items. A parcel of Telvar Stones, a Cyrodiil Repair Kit, Soul Gems, one of the following alchemy ingredients, style item for your Alliance's armor style item for Akaviri armor, Daedric Siege Weapon, Whitestrakes Mayhem Book Furnishing, what, Daedric Siege Weapon? Forward Camp for your Alliance, chapter for your Alliance's armor motif. There is a small chance that the full book may drop instead of a single chapter. Prismatic Runestone, chapter for the Akaviri armor motif. There's a small chance that the full book may drop instead of a single chapter. Small chance to receive 1 or 2 fragments of the Alliance Breton Terrier pet. Small chance to receive a Transmute Geode. Very small chance to receive a new Unbound Archaeon Ending Cycle Outfit Style page. Any Iliad Lich Outfit Style or Dovodual Style page may drop instead if you've already collected the Archaeon Ending Style pages. Bonus resources and the Golden. In addition to all these awesome rewards, harvesting nodes in Cyrodiil will provide bonus resources during Whitestrakes Mayhem. But that's not all. Edizababi Abadaro, better known as the Golden, has chosen to update her store with rotating CP160 legendary quality jewelry from various Cyrodiil item sets. Necklaces will be available during the first weekend of the event and rings from the same sets during the second. Something to note, the Golden will not be offering monster masks to customers during the Whitestrakes Mayhem. Additionally, she will only accept Alliance points in exchange for purchases during this event, not gold, ironically. The Impresario and event tickets. The rewards just keep coming. Each day of the event, you can earn up to 3 event tickets by completing the following PvP activities. 2 event tickets from the first Cyrodiil or Battleground daily quest. These include bounty boards, a town daily, a conquest ward quests, or the daily Battleground quest. 1 event ticket from an Imperial City District daily quest. If you collect 3 event tickets each day, by the event's conclusion, you'll amass a staggering 39 tickets. However, don't forget that the total number of event tickets you can carry around at any one time is capped at 12. If you got more tickets, then you know what to do with it. Try swinging by the Impresario's Bazaar to trade them in for some excellent goodies. Now, let's peek into what the Impresario is offering during Whitestrakes Mayhem. The Stone Wisp of Truth and Law pet fragments. The Logical Rune Extraction customized action fragments, which include the Exalted Icon of Logic and the new Flawless Prism. New Arcane Ending Cycle pages, a bag of Veteran's Glory containing one of the following: Black Drake Clan Ruff style pages, 2nd Legion style pages, Legion 0 style pages, Legion 0 visuals pages, Evan Steel armor pages, Black Drake's body or face markings, Battle Scarred body or face markings, Standard Bearer emotes, 1 for each alliance, Standard Bearer staves and shields, 1 for each alliance, Tools of Domination weapon style pages, Sancretor Paragon weapon and style pages, Group repair kits, Companion Guild commendations. In addition to his employer's offerings, the Imparciaro's assistant will have the following items in stock, which can be purchased in exchange for event tickets as well: Unstable Monolith Pet Fragments, the Soulfire Dragon Illusion Pet Fragments, the Doomchar Plateau House Fragments, Sacred Hourglass of Akatosh Furnishing Fragments. Finally, Nenulair, the Indrake vendor, will also be renewing her shop's inventory with the following items that players can purchase with event tickets: Necessant Indrake Feathers, Dawnwood Indrake Berries, Spectral Indrake Berries, Springtide Indrake Pet, and Haunting Indrake Pet. Triumph over all. The time has come once more to clash against worthy rivals and reap glorious rewards. It is a testament to your valor in combat. Will you take up arms once again and vie for glory during Tamriel's most competitive season of the year? There we go.
Nice.
Kill each other!
Yeah, murder, murder, murder.
It's not murder if it's war. It's not murder if it's war.
There you go.
It's not murder and war.
Speaking as well of PvP stuff, there is a semi-lengthy survey that the devs put out based on some of the past streams and things like that, talking about the PvP stuff that's in testing or going to be in testing. It's probably too much to read it, to be honest, or to there's a lot of repeat stuff in it. But just so you know, we can still add the link in, but there's a little quick blurb about it, and it's the dev answers from the Cyrodiil Champions community Q&A that's coming up for the PTS stuff. It's in response to a lot of the questions about stability and performance and what they're looking at and how they're making certain things performant, etc. So I would say definitely go over there and check not only the patch notes, but that little blurb about the post on the ESO forums and some of the answers to the questions. The first few questions, there's 4 or 5 of them, or 3 of them, probably between 3 and 5. They're almost all the same question, but just worded slightly different. So the answer seems very, very similar, or the same thing over and over again, but it's because they said that they wanted to make sure that they felt that they answered each of them because they were mostly the same, but slightly different, if that makes sense. Something else that's going on that just was posted on the forums and has been in a few of the creator discords is they are also doing on the 18th, so that's 2 days from now, if you're on the PC PTS test server, they are doing a huge sort of Zerg at Castle Robeck, and they want everybody that can be on PTS or is on PTS to be there and just be running big groups, zerging, doing all of the different things, and on their side. Yeah.
Why is it called a Zerg? Because I only picture Evil Emperor Zerg from Toy Story whenever people say Zerg, and I don't understand.
I'm gonna sound really, stupid right now, but I actually don't know. I don't know what the origin of Zerg is.
Okay.
Let's
look. We'll figure it out.
Origin of MMO Zerg? Originating from StarCraft, where it refers to a species of fast-producing alien creatures used to overwhelm enemies. In broader tech context, often used to describe a strategy in multiplayer online games where players mass-produce units or resources to overrun opponents. There you go. Huh. So, I guess in StarCraft, that particular race was known for overwhelming numbers and tactic of attacking with large, seemingly mindless swarms of units. Thus, zerging in-game refers to a strategy where a large group of players overwhelm an enemy with sheer numbers, often with less coordinated tactics. Interesting. Huh. I just learned something new. What a great question. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying. So they want this sort of PTS test Zerg sort of situation to happen. So Gina made a post in the actual server, and it says, Tuesday, February 18th at 2 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. GMT, they're planning a test. We are planning to test some changes affecting performance in Cyrodiil, and we'd like to invite you to hop in. Gather up your guildies and friends and plan to fight specifically at Castle Robeck. We're looking for you to group up and Zerg, yes, you read that right, while we gather data on the back end. Some of the devs also plan to join, so bring your best gear and have fun. Given this is on the PTS, we will be flipping some switches around on our end periodically, and the experience may not always be smooth and should not be indicative of what to expect on the live server. So this is happening on the PTS, like I said. And she said, thanks in advance for your help. So if you are a PTS player and you can, get in a group. Doesn't even matter, to be honest. Even if you're not like a PvPer, I would just go and try and queue and get in there just to be a body so that they can like test the capacity of whatever they're doing on the backside. Yeah. So I know there's a few lore seekers on PC that are going to try and get in there and try and do all of that. So yeah, hopefully they get some good data out of this. Hopefully they can see how some things work on their side.
They've already done the other test, right?
Not on the live server. They've only tested the templates and sort of how some things work on the PTS side of things.
Where they were reducing skills and all of that.
Yeah. So they were testing the templates, and then they were also double checking some things. So like Wheeler had asked people to like go into Cyrodiil and then literally turn their machine off like mid-run, like to alt F4 or to tab out of the game and tab back in the game, stuff like that, to try and make sure that none of the templates were going to get jacked up by anything happening before they make it kind of the performance test on live. So I think what happens, if I remember correctly, is the first week, like that week of March 10th or whatever, maybe it's second week, I don't know. It's right after the server, like the new update goes live, is when that is going in, I think.
Okay.
So it sounds like on PTS, they're running this test as like a full, like it's not the Vengeance server. I believe it's a full regular, like, hey, we want everybody to be running their groups that have Dark Convergence and all the weird things in them. So my guess is they're kind of looking at getting baseline performance data from like one spot that's being overrun with people, and then going to be comparing it probably to what they get from the Vengeance test, which is going to be 1 week long on live. So yeah, that's kind of what my loose understanding is. I may not be 100% correct, so don't quote me on it, but that's kind of what I've been observing and what I think they've been talking about.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't play on PC, so I don't get to participate in any of that stuff just yet, but
I actually would love to be able to, but I can't. I don't have space on my machine to download the PTS and have the live game. So I guess I'll just wait until it goes to live, unfortunately. I know Toasted Peanut was going to try and download the PTS and get a few other people in there with him to at least have like a small Lore Seekers group, I believe, on Tuesday.
Is PTS just
it's
a singular,
full separate download?
Right, but is it a singular, like, worldwide server?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do believe that is the case. It's basically an NA server. But on PTS, they do port in everybody's stuff. So, like, when they usually do PTS cycles, it's like 1 week will be, one week, ugh, I'm gonna have to banhammer somebody. Sorry, hold on. Ugh.
You want me to take care of that?
I mean, I can do it if you...
Okay.
Let me report them real quick.
I guess my granted, it's unrelated. It's a technical thing that obviously we don't have an answer to, but I just wonder why they don't set it up to where it could just work as a separate server instead of having to be a separate client. You could just log in, but I guess they have their reasons for that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But that would prevent needing to download a huge game twice. If that were an option. It may not be. I mean, this game's 10 years old, so it might be possible to do it with something now, but maybe at the time it wasn't feasible. Who knows?
Sorry.
You're good.
I reported them and all that stuff, but now I'm trying to... There we go. Ban Hammer. We lost to Gwen the Bard, unfortunately. She did have aggro. But that's okay. We are most of the way actually through the show already anyway.
Yeah. Do we see, we had a little lore thing here.
We did. It's just on statues. So random, I know. So here's why this got put in. I was just trying to figure out something random a couple weeks ago to put in when I was very tired and half sicky and medicated, and I was like, what can I put in here? And then I logged into the store and it's like, claim your free statue. And I'm like, why the heck do they give us so many dang statues for free with ESO Plus? And then I looked at this and I read, statues and sculptures play an important role for many races across Nirn and have been used for various purposes throughout history. They serve as a testament to the artistic and creative abilities of various peoples and have been created to express a wide range of ideas, beliefs, and emotions. One of the most significant aspects of statues is their ability to preserve history. They offer a visual representation of past events, people, and cultures that have shaped Nirn, especially for the extinct races such as the Dwemer and Aliads, where first-hand sources are basically non-existent. Sometimes ancient or lost knowledge is recorded in statuary and bas reliefs and has been rediscovered in later eras. So I was like, well darn, there's a lore reason for why they give us so many dang statues. And it says, continuing, statue and sculptures allow some to gain deeper understanding of the history and heritage and connect with ancestors. This is especially true for Red Guards, who maintain a connection with their homeland of Yokuda through numerous forms of art. Statues and sculptures can also serve as symbols of hope, strength, and resilience, and for the Altmer, they can inspire individuals to strive towards greatness and can act as a reminder of the accomplishments and contributions of the people who came before. Statues of great leaders and heroes, for instance, which is mostly what they give us, encourage the Nords to emulate their qualities and work towards achieving greatness. Moreover, statues and sculptures can also serve an important role for various religions on Nirn, from the worship of the Aedra, the Daedric princes, and the Tribunal. There can be a source of pride for many communities and help create a sense of identity and belonging and act as a reminder of the unique qualities and characteristics of a particular region or culture. Many statues can also be animated to serve as golems. Golems are artificial creatures that are created from non-living or inanimate matter. No, not that kind of golem. And are animated by magic to act as familiars or companions to powerful sorcerers. They are also sometimes known as Atronachs, an inconsistent term that applies to both elemental Daedra and, hold on one second, non-Daedric constructs. They are generally first crafted with the arcane arts using materials typically fashioned in a humanoid image and then animated to perform tasks such as guardians. Many golems also serve as statues when they are dormant. So we have a lot of examples of golems and just regular statuary, of course, within ESO. This is an interesting thing, too. It says golems are typically given life by imbuing them with a mortal soul or a Daedric vestige. Some are just animated by Magicka, but more advanced golems, like automatons, are animated in part by their own mechanical parts, and some are known to use filled soul gems as a source of power. So there you go.
Interesting.
I kind of got in this little rabbit hole of lore. There's a cool, on the little blurb that I was referencing from the UASP, it also divides up the statues into notable figures, Aedra, Daedric princes, the tribunal and sates, other deities, other statues, and then generic. So you can go back and actually look up a lot of the statues that we've been given in game, and then sort of work your way through here. There's some pretty interesting ones when you go in, like, the notable figures. A lot of times there's probably statuary in-game in some of the cities that people don't realize who they actually are. There's a lot of Dwemer reference stuff. You know, like, we have the statue of Sai Sahan in Blackwood, which people may or may not know that lore. If you don't, look it up. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of fun because we were always like, ugh, we get so many statues. But they do make sense from a lore perspective, or it does make sense, I guess you could say, from a lore perspective, why they're giving them to us. So, pretty cool.
Huh. I think it would be cool if we could add functionality to our houses with little statues.
Like how we can like the resets of the different you know, like skill points or whatever.
Oh, that'd
like
be cool. Yeah. Or I mean, for this I could just use smaller versions of what we already have, but I was thinking the Mundus stones. If you just had like table sized ones, you know.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I would love to have? Just like what we've got for the blacksmithing and carpentry and stuff, just like a Mundus stone, like a Master Mundus.
Right. Yeah.
That would be so great. Just like one big Mundus stone, a Master Mundus. Maybe that's something to bring up at the guild masters thing. Like, I got 12 spots or whatever constantly taken up in the guild house by all the Mundus. Could we just get, like, one Master Mundus?
It's 13 of them, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. But I was just thinking of having the smaller ones because in your smaller houses, those things are so big that to space them out and make them look nice gets kind of tricky. I mean, people more creative than me, I'm sure could do better. But just having the option of, you know, maybe just having a room dedicated to, you know, you've got like an altar type thing set up that you can do that with. It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I like the other idea too. So I would definitely say if you get to have your voice heard at that meeting, that definitely would be a good idea. Yeah, anything we can do to cut down on the amount of things needed. I guess the one caveat to that would be that you know, those things were like 4,000. I think normal price is like 4,000 crowns a piece. So you know, so you know, if you bought them and want them there visually, you kind of lose out on that. But I think that since they're crown purchases, that definitely need to make that something that we don't have to spend crowns on, because I would not like having to spend crowns to buy a thing to eat my other things I spent crowns on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool idea for sure. Yeah, I would never have thought that much thought even went into statues. That's
right?
You know, golems and all that other stuff.
That was one of those little accidental lore blurbs that, like, if you go to the UESP's page, it says, like, random lore, or, like, randomized lore, and it just, like, pulled statues, and I'm like, right, okay, there's an actual article on this, and then I, like, started reading it, and I went, wait a minute, Wait a minute.
Now go find lore for paintings.
I'm sure that there is some.
All right.
No, no doubt.
Well,
I want to save the mail for when Gwen is here.
We could do that.
Because it's housing.
Yeah, we could do that.
Genova Seth, I just want to tell you, we have it in the notes. It's been in the notes. It's just, we got to find a week when all three of us are in the whole show, or when everybody's feeling better, because we had it one week and then everybody was like exhausted and tired and not feeling great, and you know, so anyway, we do read our email, or at least I checked our email.
I saw it.
Yeah. So
yeah, I've been practicing.
Notes. We're
I've
gonna
been
get
practicing.
to it.
I'm almost that age that, you know. So
Nice.
yeah. Yeah,
where didn't the Dwemer go?
They didn't go too many places. They didn't go in my mail.
They didn't go in your mail.
Because
no.
other than being here in the Snugpod and wherever I was when I logged into the game, I don't even remember now.
Incredible.
I legit don't remember where I was at, because like I logged into the game and I collected my mail and then came here. I didn't even pay attention to where I was, so I'm not even sure where I was standing. But other than looking in the post office, they haven't been to the post office. The Dwemer are not in the post office.
The Dwemer are not at the post office. Wow.
And they're not
okay.
upstairs. They're not upstairs in the Snugpod. Yes, you heard that right. If you aren't watching this, then the Snugpod that we are sitting in has 3 floors. So
yeah, I'm so impressed.
Yeah, when I walked in, I was like, where am I even at right now? This is wild.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, if you are on PlayStation, you can come check this out, right?
Sure can.
Well, does Gwen have it listed?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I think she has it listed, but I think also it's still her main home. She always leaves it as her main. Whichever one we're utilizing for the show stays as the main.
Right. Yeah. So, if you could go check it out, do so. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty
I can
wild.
give a little. I'll give a little quick tour here, because Eternal's like, I wish I could see it. All right, here we go. So we've got our down here. We've got our transmute station. We got our scribing altar. We've got a little merchant right here, banker. Got some lore probably in these here bookshelves. Got our ethereal well. Gonna take a little walk upstairs.
Not to be mistaken with Arthuria Dragoon.
That's right. Up here we got our rag picker. We got a cooking fire, armory station. Got a little mirror to check yourself out after, make sure you look good. Outfit station, another sweet mirror with a red diamond on it. We got our vampiric cauldron that you can use. Distilled coagulant. Let's see what else we've got. Cool little shelf here. We got, oh, there's good old Azabi hiding over here, sitting on the sofa, hanging out. It's truly like a wizard's tower. She's done a great job with this. Got our alchemy station. Looks awesome. And then if we continue up, this is the little half floor that she said is being used for storage currently at the moment. So,
It's perfect.
Three floors in here.
It's a perfect
Pretty
little
impressive.
place for a Khajiit to curl up, take a nap.
That's right. It looks really amazing. I'm impressed with how much stuff she fit in here. Like, it is crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. So, she's done awesome. Oh, yeah, and your vampire basin is up here, too. She's got it sticking out of the wall.
Yeah. That's wild that furnishing. So if you have the vampire basin thing, and you have a house and you're like, it just won't fit in there. Apparently, that's one of the few furnishings that you could just shove it anywhere and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can like place it outside of the wall or like outside the bounds as long as a portion of it is still sticking in the wall.
Yeah, that's there needs to be more of those that will work that way, to give you a little more freedom to place them in some different ways, because there's a few things. It's like, for example, those Mundus stones, if they're not setting just right, they won't work.
Yeah.
So, I mean, being able to kind of have those stuck into the walls or in rocks, or depending on the property that you have, would help with that quite a bit. Sink them into the ground so you don't have the huge base. But they don't work. But the vampire thing, for whatever reason, yeah, you just shove it in a wall and leave a little pokey bit sticking out, and you're good.
Yep, exactly.
So that's the official word for the little pieces on the little sharp parts. It's pokey bits.
Pokey bits.
Yeah, if you were wondering what to call those, you call them pokey bits. Yeah, so we can hold on to these questions, and also we can hold off on the no more murder hobos, I think, since that's Quinn's thing.
Wait.
So we do have a few announcements. Were you ready to do those, or you have something else?
Nope, that's fine. I was watching because I was worried I was going to have kid aggro, but I think I'm okay for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for our PlayStation guildies, and I did say guildies because you have to be in the guild to participate in these things, or at least to easily do so. I suppose if you're not, and you know somebody who is, you could tag along, that'd probably be okay. But anyway, we have Mondays with Moki. That's a fishing or Cyrodiil or achievement hunting, or just all kinds of just little fun casual activities to go do. Moki leads that at 9 o'clock now.
Yes.
That's 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So go hang out, or if you want to do something else on Tuesday, you can do dungeons with some guildies. That is our Treacherous Tuesday Dungeon Day. There's no sign-ups or anything for that currently, so just group up with guildies, run some dungeons, go chase some achievements, grab some gear, follow the lore. All kinds of stuff you can do in a dungeon. If you're new to it, just let your group know you want to take it slow and take in the quest. But if you are a full group of people who have done that same dungeon 1,000 times, you just set a timer and see if you can beat it. The options are there.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then what's that last thing that we've got? I feel like I referenced something about this just a few minutes ago.
Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon.
That's
where we do the Undaunted.
Undaunted.
We are undaunted. What a weird turn that one took this week.
I thought
we're starting to get really weird because we're running out of ways to say it because we try and say it different every time.
I thought that we were trying to harmonize there,
Oh, we're pretty close. Yeah, almost ended up that way. Anyway, you can do our Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon. It's where we group up, we run the Undaunted daily delves and dungeons for funsies, whether that be for lore runs, for achievements, or just for a good time. We get together on Fearless Friday and do that.
I was just thinking, it's probably better that we don't try to actually sing that well, because it would be inaccurate for
to what they actually do in the game.
Yeah, because
it's lore inaccurate because they're pretty much a mess. Moki, I can't wait for the Undaunted album. Oh my gosh, if I had the time to go back through every episode, all 118 of them or whatever, and cut only the Undaunted piece and then stitch it all together.
Wow.
just like 20 minutes of us saying undaunted, we are undaunted in different ways.
Oh
I
man,
hate it so bad.
I wonder if we started that from the very beginning, or if that's
I think we did.
I don't know. It's been so long.
We should go back and listen.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just fast forward to the end. We'll know.
Yeah. That's a long time ago. But I don't have those audio files anymore. I have to
That's okay. You can pull them from.
Oh yeah.
You just pull them from Spotify.
Yeah, it'd be easy enough to do.
Yeah, it's easy.
Wow. Anyway.
Oh boy, what a mess.
Tell you what, everybody, expect that not soon.
Each track is listed just as the episode number. It's just like 119 tracks of us saying.
Wow.
It's like Undaunted 1, Undaunted 2, Undaunted 3.
Each one is like
Undaunted 4,
anywhere from
Undaunted
7
5.
to 12 seconds long.
Oh boy. Can you imagine if you just did that and then one day just listed it as an episode?
It'd be our most listened episode, yeah.
Oh boy, that'd be awful. Gross.
Start blowing up. It's like, man, our podcast is really taking off. Which episode is the one that really hit? Oh, wait, what?
It's the Undaunted episode.
Yeah.
I would die. Oh boy, that would be funny.
It would. Anyway, if you want to communicate with us, there's a couple ways you can do that. First, you can reach out to, hold on, let me make sure I'm looking at this right. Genova Seth. You can reach out to Genova Seth and
ask them where.
And
they
find
emailed
out.
us.
Yes. Or you can just go directly to Twitter at Snugpodcast. And you can go through our email, which is what Genova Seth did, at snugpodcast@gmail.com. That will avoid the Dwemer for sure, because they're not in the
they're not in the post
they're
office.
Not in the post
as you
office.
said.
Yes.
Or the email apparently.
Yes. And what about listening and listening?
Listening and listening, or watching and listening?
Yes. What did I say? I'm so
listening
confused.
and listening.
Wow.
You said, what about listening and listening?
Well, what about it? What about listening and listening?
If you'd like to listen with your eyes and your ears, you can go to twitch.tv/snugpodcast, where you might be right now listening with your eyes and ears. You can also go to our YouTube and search for Snug Podcast. Are you okay? What's going on?
I just thought I would rub my eye on my mic so you can listen to
I hate you.
That way, that was a little IMR there for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That way, if you may not be able to listen with your eyes for real, but you can listen to my eye, okay?
I hate that you just did that.
Hey, only here, okay? Only here. This is the only place you're going to come to find that kind of entertainment. Just live and yes. Anyway.
There's only 2 watching now. We've lost the entire group of people that were watching because they were like, ew. I'm just kidding.
So, listening and watching.
Yeah. And if you want to listen with just your ears and not your eyes now after that, you can also search for us on Spotify at Snug Podcast, because that's where your ears will be safe. Don't put your eyes on your mic, kids. You just don't do it. Yeah. Where the heck do they go if they want to join the guild? Because I'm not sure that they would want to now, but if they wanted to.
If they wanted to, then you would just need to go over to loreseekers.club, and you'll need Discord. Follow the links down, and you'll get a little quick tell us about yourself kind of thing, and we use that as a way to just kind of match up and make sure that we're a good use of guild slots for you and us as well. We are, generally speaking, a fairly casual guild, so if you're thinking I'm going to go join the Lore Seekers and be a die-hard trial player, then I mean, if you're interested in maybe trying to start some stuff, that might be okay. But if you're looking for that,
on PC, they trials, but not on PlayStation.
Right. Yeah, I mean, each platform has a little bit of a different, probably a different feel, but. Just as an example, so we want to be respectful of your guild slots and such. So, and make sure that you're not coming in going to be a turd, because we don't like those. We kick those out.
No trolls.
Yeah. Anyway, so you can go there and do that, and you can sign up to be a lore seeker, and you can come hang out with us and do our events. And there are other events on PC, and Xbox. I'm sure has some stuff here and there as well. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. I've probably spoiled everybody's night, so.
Nah, but you might have to go get eye drops tomorrow.
Well, it wasn't like my eyeball. It was, I closed my eyes. I'm not that dense. Hey, be nice.
Hey.
I think we should go now.
I think we should. I think it's time.
All right, everybody. We hope that you've enjoyed hanging out with us, whether you were doing that live or listening later. Either way, thank you for
hanging out with us.
I just read the comment that I lashed out.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh god.
Wow. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll try to be back again soon. Next week, probably.
I'm always back soon.
Yes, you are. And tonight, you've definitely gone crazy. So,
whatever. I'm not the one that was rubbing my face on my mic. Okay. Let's let it go. I'm letting it go.
So,
like the drummer.
Yes. Until then, take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be a decent person. And we'll see you soon.
Or maybe not if our mics poke out our eyes.
I might not see you soon. Because I only did it with one eye, so I might not see you soon, but the other eye might.
Oh, alright.
We're going to go now, because, yeah, you could probably have stopped this 10 minutes ago, but okay.
Nope, gotta let it go, full time.
Have a good night, everybody.
Sleep well, Tamriel.
Bye.
Wow.